If there are two people in Hollywood you don't want spilling your secrets, it's Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown. These two have zero filters and are never afraid to speak their truth. This time, they're out here airing out some shocking details about undercover rappers in the industry who are allegedly still on the DL. And let me tell you, the names they've mentioned will leave you stunned. Jaguar and Orlando have been sounding the alarm for years about the shady side of the entertainment industry, and now it seems they were onto something all along. If you've been paying attention, you've probably heard rumors about how some Hollywood rappers secretly prefer men while using women as a cover to maintain their public image. Well, Jaguar and Orlando decided they weren't holding back anymore and spilled all the tea. These two have always been unapologetically chaotic, and that's exactly why people can't stop watching. They've been called crazy for the stories they've shared, but fast forward to now, and it's clear they were ahead of their time in exposing the entertainment industry's darker truths. Despite the backlash they've faced over the years, Jaguar and Orlando show no signs of keeping quiet. In fact, they seem more determined than ever to call out shady celebrities and tell it like it is. To put their boldness into perspective, remember how Wendy Williams nearly lost everything back in the 90s when she tried to expose Diddy for allegedly being on the DL? During her time at Hot 97, Wendy reportedly stumbled upon a photo of Diddy getting his pants pulled down by another man during a vacation in Cancun. That revelation nearly cost her career, but it shows just how high the stakes are for anyone willing to expose the truth. Love them or hate them, Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown are fearless, and they're not stopping until the secrets of Hollywood's elite are laid bare. Stay tuned, because things are getting messier by the minute.
Got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had power.
Speaking of that, right, I'm happy you brought that up. Kirk Burrows, I did an interview with him some months ago, and he told a story about Wendy Williams. She got fired from Hot 97 because she had a picture of Puffy, and she was saying on air that she was going to reveal the picture. If you don't mind, because he told me the story, but he didn't go into detail. He never told me about what was in the picture. So if you don't mind, give me the story from your point of view, and what was in the picture, because for some reason, he never went into detail about that.
We were in Cancun, and we were on our way to the Island of Women. You understand? And this is all it was, bruh. For whatever reason, dude was playing with Puff. He went behind him and grabbed his trunks and pulled them down. When he grabbed his trunk to pull them down, some girls that was taking pictures. They took that picture and emailed it back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams said she had him in a compromising position and like it was gay, something like that. And she was gonna put it out. So they stopped her from putting it out.
And they got her fired from Hot 97.
Like that wasn't bad enough, he also tried to get Weenie jumped the members of his girl group Total.
Remember, I got off the air one day and the Total were downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through. Now, I'm not like, what, let's fight, because I'm not one of...
Wendy Williams spoke about this in an interview a couple of years before she retired from TV, and she was really salty about it.
A radio personality once upon a time, her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now...
If a powerful woman like Wendy came very close to losing it all because she decided to spill the truth, can you imagine how much worse it would be for Jaguar and Orlando? Well, as bad as it is, Orlando is determined to speak his truth once and for all.
They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What people do.
And speaking of Orlando, in that interview, he made some very bold claims about how Diddy allegedly gave him some mouth action, some of that G300, if you know what I mean.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash goosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf. The shooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
This might seem crazy at first, but when you realize that Diddy has so many allegations against him, including El Rod, who made similar allegations against Diddy, but that's not all, because in another video that went viral, he made some wild claims about how he allegedly has some of that little something something with a couple of rappers in the industry, including Drake, Diddy, and even Busta Rhymes.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams.
Bro, you smashed with a lot of people.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's the Usher. And,
Why you not naming no?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
Child, isn't it crazy how many people on the list have been battling DL allegations for years? And speaking of Busta, he has also had more than his fair share of allegations of being on the DL, even though he has gone over and beyond to try to hide it. A couple of months ago, his former bodyguard exposed him for allegedly having a little something something with his gay lawyer and also paying for gay men to be in his section. The club.
All my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some, we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad, like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little groups. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them.
But that's not all, because another YouTuber made wild claims about how Busta allegedly put moves on him and tried to get him into his VIP section at the club.
I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big ass flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Buster still got my hand in his hand. And he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section. You know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was...
Don't even get me started on the rumors about Drake allegedly being on the DL. Folks have been calling him Zesty for years, and even though he hasn't been caught pants down yet, fans wouldn't be surprised if the rumors turned out to be true. Now moving on to Jaguar, she has had a lot to say about gay celebs, making some crazy claims about how these gay rappers allegedly prey on younger rappers in exchange for helping the younger rappers make their way in the industry. One of the first names on her list was 50 Cent, and I'm not going to lie, this one left fans shook, because if there's one person that nobody expected to have DL allegations is 50. I mean, he has made it his entire personality to clown rappers he thinks are in the closet. He has spent years trolling Diddy for being in the DL. He never took days off from Clown and Diddy, because he even went as far as trolling him from his sick bed, saying, sorry, I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy report to the nearest rainbow. So to find out that 50 himself could be on the DL is wow, to say the least. But if there is one person you could trust to have all the tea, is Jaguar Wright, and she had a lot to say about 50 being on a DL.
I just want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude, because he a victim.
The expose is popping off again.
You know, he been in the rap game since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And his booty been ran through quite a bit.
Oh no, she didn't say that.
Whoa.
You know
that information.
You don't remember when he was in New York and they caught him
from one thing to
whoever
another.
Whoever his big daddy was threw him out into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway holding his leg. This couple has actually appeared on a magazine cover together. But he a swish. That's why he's always able to call other on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's true.
Game recognized game. There's no way in the world that man understands that much about homosexual dealings in the industry, is constantly calling people out, and he ain't seen none of it.
But 50 Cent was not the only name on Jaguar's list, because she also exposed Will Smith for allegedly doing the same thing to the rappers he claimed to mentor, adding that he allegedly left the younger rappers traumatized with what he did to them. One of the names she mentioned was Brasher Gray, who is one of Will Smith's known protests. Jay Brazier was introduced to Will by his manager Charlie Ma when he started working on Empire. Will took Brazier under his wing, but according to Jaguar, things soon went left when Will allegedly started doing some seriously shady stuff to Brazier.
And young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Let's talk about the swirling rumors involving Meek Mill and Diddy, which have taken the internet by storm. It all began when allegations surfaced in Lil Rod's lawsuit, where he accused Diddy of some shocking behavior. According to the claims, Diddy allegedly propositioned Mr. Jones, aka Lil Rod, promising major career advancements, like winning Producer of the Year at the Grammys, in exchange for engaging in acts of homosexuality. The lawsuit also contains some eyebrow-raising footnotes. These hinted that the rapper involved was a Philadelphia-born artist who dated Nicki Minaj, while the singer had performed at the Super Bowl and enjoyed a successful Las Vegas residency. Fans quickly connected the dots and pointed fingers at Meek Mill, who was not having it. Meek went on an extended rant, vehemently denying the allegations. He insisted he had no ties to Diddy and wasn't on the down low. But instead of clearing his name, his emotional response only seemed to add fuel to the fire. Things escalated when an old video resurfaced of Meek chilling in Diddy's pool. Internet detectives joked that Meek looked uncomfortably out of place, with fans making all kinds of wild assumptions. The drama didn't stop there. Another messy rumor started circulating, claiming there was a leaked recording of an alleged intimate moment between Diddy and Meek. According to someone claiming to have been present, Diddy was allegedly taking Meek to Pound Town, with descriptions of slapping noises and phrases like, "Yeah, daddy," being thrown around. This anonymous source even claimed to have recorded the incident, though no credible evidence has surfaced. Now, this whole situation is undeniably messy, and it begs the question, is anyone in the industry really who they say they are? With figures like Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown continuing to expose alleged secrets, it seems we're bound to hear more shocking claims out of Hollyweird. What are your thoughts on all this drama? Are these just baseless rumors, or is there something deeper going on? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video for even more tea.